Well, my husband and I were going to get our COVID shots. And they had told us to make sure you took something to eat with you. You could be there for a long time waiting in line to get your COVID shot. So I thought, all right, I'll fill the car up with gas and I'll get us something to eat. And I pulled up to the gas pump and the gas pump would not take my debit card. So then I pulled out my Discover card and it wouldn't take that either. So I had to go inside. And when I got inside, there's nobody there. Everything is wide open. Now they also have a Subway in there. So that means there should have been somebody back there plus somebody at the register, but there was nobody. There was nobody at the gas pumps at all. So I thought, okay, I walked back out and I thought, I'll try it one more time. And when I got next to that gas pump, there was a patch of ice and it threw me down against, I don't know what all it did, but I went down. And the best we can figure, I must have laid there for 30 to 45 minutes. And they had a film up on the gas station. They knew what I was laying out there. My head froze to the ground, my clothes froze to the ground. And they were working, the highway department was working over to the school across the highway, and they thought it was somebody's jacket laying there, and they finally figured out a half hour or so later, it was me. Still seen nobody from the gas station yet. I could have laid there and died. When they come over from the highway department, they said, can we call somebody? I said, my daughter. Well, I didn't know the number because you push buttons. I said, it's in my back pocket or my jacket pocket if you can get it. And they had to pull that loose to get my phone out, and they called my daughter and she came. The ambulance just happened to be coming back from a run and they got the call. So instead of going back to the firehouse, they made a left instead of a right and come right up to the gas station. So they had to cut my clothes off of me and all that kind of stuff. And it's, I had no idea. From then on, they started, everything was a blur. So when I ended up in the hospital, my brother said, you need an attorney because this could be long drawn. And it was. So when I called the office, they said, Chase handled the personal injury. He called me right back. We did a Zoom right in the hospital. And I had to get somebody in here because I didn't know what the devil Zoom was. He just made it easy for me to tell him what was going on. He made me feel like he could handle it. He took care of whatever needed to be done. And the end result was wonderful. Chase did all that. And I don't know how he did it or whether that's how it works because, like I said, I've never been in a legal anything. This is a first experience for me. They worked with me. If I remember right, they tell me that I fractured my hip, but it was the biggest bone in your body is the, okay, I broke that, it's got stuff in it. And my shoulder, we're pretty sure that I fractured both of them because I couldn't move it, but they kept this one in a sling for, I don't know how long. I was in the hospital for 10 days or so. I was in rehab 5 or 6 weeks. They told me, the doctor told me basically I would probably never walk on my own again. So I went home in a wheelchair. I had just gotten done with breast cancer. And then my husband had a heart attack. I hate sounding like a wimp, you know. But that accident just about ruined, it ruined me. I'm never ever going to be able to do what I used to do. I bought a horse a week before I had the accident. She's out in the field getting old. There's no way I'd even try to get on her now. I had to go buy a new car because I couldn't get in mine. Now, I went from the hospital to rehab, and then I was in there, I think I was in there a little over 5 weeks, but the pain was excruciating. But they had to pack me in ice so I could sleep. I mean, it was all the way down my side, up under my arm. And I had at least 2.5 years of rehab, close to 3. This scared me because the pain was so bad for so long. I didn't think, when that doctor said that I probably would never walk again, I was scared. I don't have to worry about how I'm going to take care of myself. I mean, I can't even mop my kitchen floor. I would have had to move into a nursing home or something otherwise, and I would have had to use my savings until that ran out. Well, I could say that I didn't have to worry about anything except for getting well, and I don't worry at all I mean, now it's 3 years later. You know, financially, I'm secure right now, but I would recommend them, and I do. They said we weren't going to get no 6 figures, but I can tell you one thing, he missed it by $1.
Brockstead, Mandalis, Federico. Right lawyers, right now.